Welcome to Dice Control Dojo. I'm Phil, and I practice daily and share my tips so we can all do better at the casino. So here's my next set, which is setting and then swinging and then finger releasing. So I'm pulling this up. Now I have 9 things. I just want to make sure I'm getting my backswing going, right? Getting that 2-inch backswing. And thank you to the white whale that was talking about how important it is to get your inertia going so that you're not just starting off from the floor, you're actually putting some acceleration in, and the centrifugal force will take the dice away. So I'm just lining that up just like that. Here we go. So I even forgot to drop it. So the last thing you want to do is get your swing down. So I get the dice. Let's see, I'm picking them up the same. Look, my dice are lined up with my fingers where I want them, right? I got my circle, yes. I'm relaxed. All the weight is down on my fingers. My thumb is barely doing that, barely holding them on. I'm making sure my swing is nice and relaxed. I got a nice backswing. Then the last thing I do is, how far do I have to go before I drop them? How far does my thumb have to hold? Can I remember that on my next one? So this all is the baby steps put together to ensure all of these pieces work for me every day. And this is my routine right off the bat. This should take about 12 minutes to get it the way you want it. Before we get on to our other throws, the throws will take about 15 minutes, and then the rest is practice, live practice, which is the fun part. So here we are, nice and line, and then seeing if I can just release that finger. So now I know where my thumb is. So put some comments in on what you think of this. Is this something that you think you could follow every day with me? Is this something that you think is overkill? I'd love to know your feedback on this, because I know sometimes my friends think I'm nuts when I do some stuff, and I don't disagree. I'm just trying to overshoot my goals, and if we have a good, successful Vegas trip, then it'll all be worth it. And even if all this stuff is BS, right, and everybody yelling that it doesn't work and it's crazy, I had fun doing this. I have fun taking these videos. I've had so much fun listening to everybody talk about dice control and what their thoughts are and what they think of the videos. I am very, very happy with how people have reacted, and I thank you all for tuning in. It's nice. I really am doing these videos for myself, as I said before. Hold me accountable. It's not easy at 4:30 in the morning to be getting out and just knowing every morning that I got to do a video, and I get excited about what I'm going to talk about today. And yes, my family said, there are people that think I'm crazy, and that's okay. I just am having fun and can't wait to go to Vegas, and if it's successful, it is. If it isn't, then it isn't. But I'll let you guys know. All right. So now we've done the warm-ups. We've done 12 minutes of the throw. We're going to move on to the placement. So my first plan is the dead cats, right? So what does the dead cat look like? Remember, those are I set these up down here, 1, 2, 3. I'm going to be trying to hit those with the first 9 throws. Then my next 9 throws, I'll be going 1, 2, 3, hitting spots. And then my last 9 throws are on the beanbag chair, the beanbags. So this is how I start. So remember, every time you want to reset, right? I'm coming back. This is the spot I'm always going to be in. right here, grabbing the dice up and over. I got a nice ledge. I'm making sure my fingers are attached to each other on the ledge. They should be nice and straight. I'm relaxing my thumb. Here's my first throw. I'm setting aim, making sure my aiming eye is looking at dice 1, and then try and hit that back wall. Perfect. Perfect. Now it didn't dead cat. Now I know the dead cat is it's supposed to sit and stay right there, but I have chips on there, so I'm not having too much anticipation. Now I hit the back wall there on the 2, but they spun, and I'm just trying to get a sense of how far does this muscle memory have to do. Here's the 3. Now I'm back to 1 again. So how far do I have to hit the wall? When you see me do my first 5 throws, I don't really bet. Put a place bet down. That was a killer. See, just crazy talking to you guys. I'm going to use that as the excuse, not that I'm a bad aimer. But number 2. We talked about breathing. Remember, you get your breathing down too. So you want to make sure I inhale, exhale, look. There you go. Hit the 3. So I'm just trying to figure out that back wall. Moving forward, my first 5 throws when I'm betting on a casino, I don't bet on myself. I kind of, whoop, finger slipped. That wasn't good. So look, I'm going 1, 2, 3. So now I'm going to go to 2. I got to lean a little bit further over. We got to adapt. My first 5 throws in a casino are always, I'm not betting on myself. I'll have a pass line bet, maybe odds a little bit. But what I'm trying to do is get my zone in before I start doing some real betting. Sometimes the first round for any of us, right, is a horrible, you're just getting to know your zones. You're just getting to know where you're finding a spot. So my first throw, always when I'm at a casino, and we'll talk about this strategy as we get closer to Vegas, but I'm always trying to, I want to try and find that back wall. Here's my 9 spot throwing. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And just relax. Now this is the closest. Number 2 is really where I land usually. Believe it or not, I set these up a little too high up. Let me do that again. Let me try that one again. Sorry, guys. So my first couple throws, my philosophy is on this, since I'm not betting on myself anyway, in my first round, the opening throw, who cares what I'm throwing? See, I'm dead cat in that one. All right. Let me stop talking for 1 second. Do some dedicated, deliberate practice. There you go. Okay. So my first 5 throws, if nobody's betting on me or I'm just trying to find my zone, I'll dead cat the first throw because it's an opening throw. Hopefully I don't lose any money. There you go. 3 was good. Then I'll start trying to find 1, 2, 3 for the zones on where I want to throw it. Do I want to throw it at 4 or 5 or 6? So my next 3 throws are really trying to see where I would like to throw it. Like, is there a dead zone? So the next 3 throws when I'm in Vegas or at any casino, horrible. Let me get back to my deliberate practice. Sorry, I'll get back to this. So I'm trying to get a very short throw, number 7 here. There you go. Got it. Now see, we're just, what I'm trying to do is just hit the spots. Now if one dice is higher or lower than the other, or they're splitting or anything, I'm working on that in the next 9. But for right now, I'm just trying to find, making sure that I can physically point at something, look at it, and hit it. So as you can see, my next 9, my fingers are nice and warmed up. My thumb is nice and loose, and look, I basically hit those numbers pretty good. I'm not too angry about that. So I'm not worried about where the dice, how the dice went in the air, how they landed at this point. It was just the sharpshooting part of it. Now here is when it really gets real. This is when you really want to make sure that your dice are doing everything you want it. This is the real throw practice right here, the 9. We're all warmed up. I'm aiming for that beanbag. That's where I want my zone to be. And I was off. The dice were spinning a little bit to the left. I got to fix that. Get centered. Now I'm going to concentrate. Give me a second. So I'm sorry. That's embarrassing. That was a horrible throw. Do that again. See, sometimes my fingers come out. All right. Concentrate on that beanbag. I want everything to go nice and smooth and quickly. That wasn't bad. They were in the air together pretty good. I'm trying to kind of keep my eyes on those zones. I know I can watch this back and see what the story was. They separated in the air. That means my fingers were not set, so I have to make sure this one, that the ledge is there. And I'm just putting a little pressure down there. They're together. Make sure the fingers are together. That was a good one. I like that. They both left together and spun backwards a little bit. So we got that going for us. All right. So if anything happens, just start over again. Just reset. It's okay. You can always tip the dealers if you have to back out of that. We talk about that a little bit in upcoming videos. Yeah, see, I'm enjoying the way they're releasing out of my hands. They may not be exactly landing, but they are hitting the beanbag. All right. I like how they're coming out today. I'm not angry with it. You guys are probably posting stuff saying those are all over the place, but they're consistent. I like it. They were together. So I'm not too mad with this. Yesterday's practice, it was horrible. I was really trying to get some videos of me throwing perfectly. If you ever want to do that, just take videos of yourself and diagnose it, and you go, oh my gosh, can I throw consistently? Today feels a little consistent. This is my last throw before we start our game. There you go. So there's our first 2 parts of our practice, okay? We have done our warm-ups. We've done our placement. We've done our 9 count, our dead cats. And I was talking to you about my first 5 throws. So this is what we're coming into right now. So if I go to the casino, my first throw is a dead cat. I want to hit that back wall, see what level I'm throwing at. My next 3 are going to try and hit it in 3 different parts of the, trying to find the perfect spot I want to land it. And then my last throw, once I pick the exact place I want it to go, that's when I go to town and aim at that spot for the 5th one. Then after that, if I feel comfortable, that's when I start betting on myself.